Good morning. Okay, so I hope you're ready for a good workout. I'm going to energize you for the day. I love 10 a.m. This is my, I don't know, 9, 10. It's my favorite time to work out. So these are perfect. And just remember, listen to your body. You do what you can. I'm going to give you some variations. You don't need any equipment today. So this is a pace. The pace is the first round at 50%. So I'm going to give you some cues to keep that at 50%, and it's your 50%. So it's easier being on your own in your house to judge your 50% and not go with how fast your neighbor is going. So first round is 50%, then second round is about 70%, and the last round, 90%. You give me what you have left. And then we'll follow that with 3 rounds of some strength exercise. So we always have legs, arms, and abs. And during that first section, you work your entire body. So if you only have time to do that first section, it should take you, including the warm-up, about 20 minutes. Then that's a really good workout on its own, right? But if you do have time, then you can complete with the strength portion. So I hope you're managing to keep active in these strange times. I know sometimes it's a little harder to get motivated, so that's why I try to do those live classes. So you have an appointment with me at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can always go back and do these workouts though out there. I leave them on the YouTube channel. All right, so we're going to get started. So you can have your own music in the background because I don't have any music here. That way I don't have to deal with the distortion and copyrights and all that. So it's just my voice, and feel free to crank the music up in your own home. So we're going to start with a little warm-up. So feet a little just under your hips, and you're going to just start to move your feet. Just stretch them out. Get the blood flowing from the bottom up. So we're going to start thinking about our posture. So I want you to start thinking nice and tall, pulling up into your core, so lengthening between your ribs here, so you're not so heavy into your legs. And we're going to find our balance on one leg. You're going to straighten the other. So I'm just straightening in front and not following it. It's just straightening in front, flexing your foot. You're going to give me a little rotation inside the hip joint. If balance is an issue, you can put that heel down. Sometimes first thing in the morning, balance is not so great. If you can, lift your heel off the ground and give me some ankle rotation. Big circle, other direction. And let's bend that knee and give me little hip circles. So here your hips are facing me. The height is not very important. I'd rather a small one where you have a lot of movement in here than a big one where the movement is coming from your torso and your whole hip. Let's switch legs. Unlock that knee. Just straighten the other leg. Flex the foot. Little rotation inside the hip joint. So again, the hips are not moving, it's just moving inside the hip joint. Big circles with your ankle. And the other direction. Let's bend the knee and bring it up, open, and together. If balance is an issue, you can always hold on to a wall for this. Really focusing on the movement in the hip. We do want to wake up the balance reflexes, but we still want to do that movement. Feet under your hips, and you're going to give me some circles. So big circles with your shoulders, no pinching. So you're going to go big, but I don't want you to pinch your neck or your shoulder blades. Let's go the other direction. And we're going to do our little stretches today. So you're going to take your one leg in front, the other one is back. You're going to come up, putting your weight on that front leg, bringing your arms up. No sinking into the low back. I want you to lighten here. Lighten, reaching for the ceiling. Then let's put your weight on that back leg. Lift the front foot, sending the hips back, bringing it down. And it's nice and control. So we're not flicking our arms up. You're bringing them up, pulling them down. Pulling them up, pulling them down. So you get nice stretch into your abs. Nice stretch into your hamstring. A little bit into your back. Two more. Last one. Bring it up, and let's switch leg. So one leg in front, weight on that front leg. Sometimes the brain doesn't remember what we did on the other side, so we start, weight on that front leg, arms up, heel down, toes up in front. Up. Nice lengthening into your core. Little stretch behind the leg here, not forcing it. Just do what you can for today. Two more. Last one. And just bring it up. Okay, so we're getting the blood flowing. Little tap jacks. Moving our arms up. Your weight is staying over that middle. And then you're tapping to the side, tapping to the side. Arms up. Making sure you're not just flicking your arms, pulling up. Grabbing elastic, pulling them up towards the ceiling. Let's warm up the shoulders fully, arms in front, pulling back. You can keep tapping it out. I'm going to do 20 jumping jacks, jumping them out. 1, 2, 3. 10 more. All right, our pace today for our exercise, 30 seconds each. We're going into diagonal chops. So feet a little wider here, arm up. You're gonna come knee to elbow. I want your chest to still face the screen. You're not twisting, chest to me, knee up. From the side, I want your torso to be nice and straight. We're not crunching. Knee is coming up. Kind of like if somebody was holding that hip in place here and you're lifting up. Like this. And you're gonna pull. Think of an elastic from the ceiling, pulling in down. Side to side punch, nice and tight abs, punch. Keeping it a little bent in that elbow. I'm not overextending. Punch, punch. You have a rib rotation here. So we did it before. Now we do. Rotating that hip, punching at the same time. Fast feet under your hips. You're going to tighten your core, tighten your torso. Running little tiny steps. You can move forward and back, side to side. I want your heels to kiss the floor every time. So I'm not banging my heels. You're just nice and light, but still touching a tiny bit every time. And skiers, we're going to tap back. So skiers, that'll be our first round. Tapping back, not sinking into the low back. You're nice and straight, kind of like if you're doing cross-country ski, and you're gonna pull, 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 pull with those arms. And that's it. You're gonna do that twice at that speed, and then take a 1 minute break, and then get going again. I'm gonna start my timer. I'm gonna put the volume so I can hear that buzzer. We're going to get ready, diagonal chops. And pull, pull, pull. So you're touching that back leg, not transferring your weight over. Touching and pull, pull, pull. Grabbing an elastic from that ceiling, pulling it down, pull. Try to push it back up as well. Push it back to that corner. You should start feeling these work here. Pull, pull, pull. Last one. Side to side punch, punching out, little rotation. Always do what you can here. If you have any pain in your knees, in your hips, shoulders, wrists, listen to your body. I'll offer some modification as we're going into each movement. Pick the one that's right for you for today. Punch, punch. Keeping that little bend in your elbow. Last one, fast feet under your hips, little run. Your heel is touching a little bit every time. Nice tight core. If not, everything is really wiggly. So engage, moving those legs, touching your heels a little bit every time. You can back it up, move it forward. Let's go to the side. Other side. Almost over. These should feel really warm in your lower legs. Skiers, touching back, touch. Start with your feet. Arms, pull, pull. Think about your arms moving to something thick, like mud. Push them up, push them down. Push. Abs are nice and engaged. Your core is straight. You're not bending down. Pulling up. No pressure into the low back. You're just extending that leg behind. Last one. Diagonal chop, other side. Grabbing, pull. Remember that hip stays back. Pull. Chest, torso, the front of your body towards me. Pull. There's no rotation here. We're keeping that for the next exercise. Pull. And push back up. Pull. 10 more seconds. It's almost over. Last one. Punch, side to side, punch. Rotation. Keeping that little bend into your elbow. Breathe. Nice strong core. So your and fast feet. Ignore my buzzer. Abs are engaged. Breathe. Double touches of your heels. Nice strong core. Breathe. 5 more seconds. And switch here. Touching back. Touch. So you're not back it up. Just touching back. Adding your arms. Pull. So you should be a little out of breath here, but at the same time, you should be able to talk to someone. If there was someone next to you, maybe there is. So you should be able to have a slow conversation. And relax. Grab some water, and you're gonna get about a 1-minute break, walk around. I'm not showing that very well. I'm gonna try and fix my timer. So you're gonna recover. And let's go here. And 4 sets. Okay. Our next round, we're gonna go a little bit faster. Again, listen to your body. On a scale of 1 to 10, how you feel. You should be at about a 7 for how tired you are. 6, 7. And if you had someone next to you, you should be able to have a very slow conversation where your words are a little bit broken. I talk at the same time that I'm doing it, so I find that a little bit harder. But you can try it at home, talk to yourself. It's a sign of intelligence, don't worry. All right, we're gonna get going with our next round. So your diagonal chops, we're gonna add 2 arms. So we're gonna use the same speed, 2 arms up, and then pull. Again, that hip is getting held back, pull. Working the top of your legs, working your abs. Then side to side punch, punch. We're just gonna go a little faster to each side, keeping it still nice and light on the feet. Fast feet, you're gonna do what you can. So they were pretty fast the first time because that's just the lower leg. This is the time to recover. You're gonna catch your breath in that 30 seconds. Go to what you can do with how your legs feel. Skiers, both arms this time. So same speed, but both arms, pull, 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 pull. So having both arms above your head is going to increase the heart rate a little bit. Let's get ready for round 2. Diagonal chops, 2 arms. We're going to start on that side, touching those toes. So nice and engaged core. Let's grab and pull, pull, pull. You're touching the toes. I'm not transferring my weight over. Nice and light on those toes. Pull, pull. And we're gonna have a little incline towards this side. Weight is on this leg. Nice and solid. Pull, pull, pull. Breathe. Last one, side to side punches. Nice and tight. So this leg now is a little happier that I got my weight off of it. If you're getting dizzy, looking side to side, keep your eyes on the screen. Rotate your shoulders. Or keeping your eyes just a little bit off of each side of the screen, so you're not turning your head too fast and too much. Fast feet under your hips, moving really fast, really light on your heels, just barely touching the floor. Nice engagement in your core. Let's move it forward. Move it to the side. Moving back to the other side. And forward. Move it this way. And back. And center. And skiers. Touching back. Both arms up. Pull. And here, if you were cross-country skiing really fast, you'd be pushing with those arms. Let's pretend you got super heavy poles. You have to work to bring them back up and push yourself forward. Pull. Breathe. You're halfway through it. Diagonal chops. This side. Both arms up. Pull. Pull. Again, somebody's holding that hip back. No curling. Pull. Pull. Nice strong core. Nice and long. Breathe. 10 more seconds. Last one. Side to side punch. Rotating the hip. Just tapping your toes on each side and not super hard. Keep it nice and light. It's almost over. Fast feet under your hips, moving them fast. Breathe. Nice and tight core. More than halfway through, let's move. You don't have to move if it doesn't work for you. And skiers, touching back, back, 2 arms, and pull. Eyes are in front. If you're skiing, you're not looking down at your feet. You're looking in front. Do it a little faster. Pull. And pull those arms up, pull them down. It's almost over. And break time. I forgot to make you count after that first round. We're going to do it now, and you'll see how much you go for the last one. So you're going to count, find your heartbeat, and get ready. Count. Keep going. We're going to count for 10 seconds. I can't count and watch the time and talk. That is way too much for my brain. Stop. You can write down that number. So if you redo this workout during that first round, you could count 10 seconds for your pulse, and then count it again each time to see if it goes up by about 1, 2. We got 20 seconds of break. Grab some water. I'm going to go a little bit faster. So still 2 arms for those moves. Going faster. I'm going to add a hop to that side-to-side punch. Let's get ready. Arms up and pull, 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 pull. You can up, 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 hop, hop, hop. So just a little hop on that standing leg. That's an option. You can just keep going, foot nicely planted on the floor. Add that little pull. So it's like you're pulling yourself up. Pull. 5 seconds. Side, side punch, nice and tight. Punch. Now, little jump. Instead of tapping, you're adding a little jump on each side. Still not fully extended that arm. Breathe. Put some power into that punch. Use your abs. Remember the fast feet, you're gonna catch your breath. Fast feet. Engage your core. Breathe in and out. So here, you're recovering a little bit for 30 seconds, still moving those legs fast. Remember to take it to where you can. This is your 90%, not your neighbor's. Breathe. Nice strong core. Skiers tapping back. 2 arms. Pull, pull. You can jump. You can still tap. Tapping behind. The jumping is an option. Last one. And I will shut that side. Pull. Keeping that torso next to me. There's no rotation here. Nice open chest. Add the hop. If you want to, it's an option. And up. That side is a little harder for me today. It's almost over. 5 seconds. Last one. Punch. Judge to where you're at. Either you're adding, so I put each where it don't belong. Either you're adding that up or not. Eyes can be corner to corner. It doesn't have to be fully side to side. If you're getting dizzy, keep your eyes in front. Nice strong core. Push, push. Fast feet. It's almost over. We got 1 minute left. Breathe. In through your nose, out to your mouth. Keep breathing. If we're going to our skiers, right? Only 30 seconds of skiers. And then this part is over. 10 seconds of fast feet. And skiers, touching back. 2 arms and pull. You can jump them. It's like a jumping jack, but forward and back. Adding your arms. Under 10 seconds, it's almost over. And you did it. Walk around the room, don't sit for now. And you're gonna find a heartbeat for me. And we're gonna count. Get ready, count. Stop. So, pitch it down up a little bit. 1, 2, breathe into your nose, out through your mouth. And then grab some water whenever you're ready. I'm gonna stop that timer and we'll go over the next part. So in this first part, you did get a good cardio, some good leg exercise. Arms, if you added any resistance to those arms, they work pretty hard. Core was working the whole time. The next part, we're doing 10 of each. We do a little squat pulse. We do 2 versions of it though, because it's pulse, it goes by fast. So we got 10 at the bottom, 10 at the top. Then a diamond push-up. You can't do them on the floor. You can do them on a step or on the wall. So if you have a hard time with your wrist, if there's no flexibility in those wrists, I'll give you an option to do them on your fist. I want the elbow touching your side. The elbow's not going out when you're doing your push-up. It's touching the side of your ribs. And we got a bicycle press, where again, we're gonna have a few options. Let's get ready for those squats. Again, squats, if you have any knee pain, keep it a little higher. So as you're going down, wherever you feel the pain, if I'm here, I'm going down here and I feel pain, I'm gonna bring it up. Now have just a little squat and that's fine. You can also play with your toes, how open your feet are. If I'm here and this is hurting, maybe if I open my toes 1 or 2 centimeters on each side, maybe it doesn't hurt. If I think about sitting over my heels, when I'm coming down, I want to think about the hips back instead of thinking about coming down. This is gonna hurt my knees. So hips back, pressing over your heels. You're gonna find, this is 1, this is 2, this is my 3. You're gonna find your lowest part, lowest spot, which is gonna be your 3. We're gonna hold it around that 2-3 position. So below the midway, we're gonna pulse there for 10. Without coming up all the way, we're gonna come up to between our 1 and 2, so the top half, and pulse here. Whenever you're pulsing, I'm gonna tell you to push into your heels, squeezing the glutes. Try to remember that though, because I'm talking and counting at the same time, so I don't want to lose count on those. So try to remember pushing into your heels, trying to squeeze your bum, and breathe. Every time you're going to breathe out, there are pulses. You might not breathe every time you're moving. Every time you breathe out, think about the pelvic floor drawing up. Whatever movement you're doing, as you're breathing out, think about that pelvic floor pulling up inside your core. And this is going to help you keep those engaged, so no back pain and nice strong core. Thinking up, you're going to pull yourself down into your 3rd position, so the lowest that you can get. And then we're going to come up a little bit from here. You're sitting here, the chest is not forward. I want you to go up nice and tall, abs are engaged. And we're going to come up, down. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, press into those heels. 6, squeeze the bum, breathe. 9, 10, bringing between 1 and 2. 1, 2, abs are nice and tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, push into those heels. Squeeze the bum, last one. And bring it up. Good. Diamond push-ups. Your hands are going to be in a diamond shape, either on the floor or on the wall. And on the wall, they'll be about at chest height. We're going to bring it into the wall, pressing up. We're going to do 10 of those. We're going to do them modified. You can also do them inclined. If you have a step close to you, put your hands on the second step or the first step. That's going to help you a little bit. We got 10 of them. If you want to start them full, keep them full to where you can't anymore, then go modified. Watch your back. So no dipping into the low back. Abs are engaged. You're squeezing the glutes to keep everything nice and tight. This is as much core as arms. Hands down. That diamond underneath your chest. And you're going to breathe in. Breathing out. 2, 3. Remember, modified as needed. 5, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Then on our back, we're doing a little bicycle press. We're going to do 5 per side. This one is going to be slow. We're going to be on our back. You're back into that neutral position. So feet down at first. Make sure that your back is in neutral. Shoulder blades are in the little pocket. And you have that little space right underneath your back. You're not curving it up. Abs are engaged. Think about if you had your ribs, or if you had a corset around your rib cage, and whenever you're breathing out, that corset is tightening around the rib cage. So you're tightening this, pelvic floor in, abs in, nothing is bulging up. We're going to bring our legs up into tabletop, and here we're going to add a little press. Opposite hand to knee. I'm going to expand this and then press. Exhale, pelvic floor in, and switch. So you're pressing here as hard as you can with that leg and with that arm. It's not moving though. We're at 3, 4. This leg can stay, the other leg can stay a little higher, or you can keep the knee bent. If you're feeling that leg extended into your back. Okay, so you should have felt those abs. Let's come on back up for those 10 or 20 squats. Feel a little wider than your hips. Thinking of pulling yourself down to your lowest spot. As you're coming down, you're going to watch for the core. We don't want this to happen. Think up nice and tall. Hips are leading to your lowest position. And then you're going to bring it up a little, down. 2. Squeezing the glutes, pressing into your heels. Breathe. 6, 8. Now bring it halfway up, or between that first part and second. 1. Press into those heels. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go back to those push-ups. Into that diamond. If 10 doesn't work for you today, make it to where you can. And I'll wait for me for the bicycle. So ends in diamond, just underneath your heart. Let's bring it down. If you have any pain in your shoulders, do not push to those. Go on the wall. And 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go on our back for that bicycle. If the bicycle, you can have your leg fully extended as you're pressing into the other one, and you kind of felt it, but you think, yeah, I could do a little bit more, then you can follow me into the next modification. If your leg was not fully extended or you felt any back pain, as we're doing that, you need to just back it up a little bit. Keep both knees bent. On your back, into that neutral position. Shoulder blades in the little pocket. Let's breathe out, pelvic floor in, legs up. Opposite hand to thigh, and you're gonna press. So you can stay here without extending that leg. And I'm gonna, before I expand here, I'm gonna lengthen my core, and then I'm gonna lift up. You can have one hand underneath your neck, and then I'm gonna press, switch. My back is still in neutral. I didn't go very high, just working a little bit more that top part. And push. Pelvic floor in every time you breathe out. If you're losing that pelvic floor cue, bring your shoulders down. Go back to the previous modification that you were doing. Find it again. Okay. One more round, and then it's over. Back on those squats. Feet a little wider than your hips. Adjust your toes to where you're comfortable. Remember, hips behind, and then knees are staying behind your toes. Going to your lowest position, and then up a little bit. 1, 2, squeezing the glutes. Breathe. 4, 5, 7. As are engaged. 9, 10. Bring to the top half. 1, 2, 3. Hips back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, into our push-ups. One more set. Do what you can here. Take a break doing it if you need to. I talk in between anyway, so you have plenty of time to catch up to me. Hands into a diamond, into that modified position. Chest over your hands. Bring it down to where you can. Breathing out as you're coming up. If you're finding you're having a hard time coming back up, try and match your breath to it. It's going to help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And on our back, one more time. Back into that neutral position. I talk a lot about it in that core workshop. Really master that. Drawing the pelvic floor in, maintaining your back into that neutral position as you're applying pressure to your legs before you move into the next one. So if you're having a lot of tension in your neck, you can put a little pillow underneath here, making sure you're working on that core stability before you try to go to the next movement so that we're not losing that. And legs at tabletop, opposite hand to leg. I'm going to lengthen here and lift the top of the shoulders. So the bottom of my shoulder blades are on the floor. I'm lengthening, I'm not crunching up here. Lengthening and pulling up. Extend, press, breathe out, pelvic floor in. And switch. And 2. Eyes are on the ceiling. And 3. 4. Push as hard as you can with that leg. And 5. Last one. And bring your knees in and relax. Good work, everyone. Move your hips a little bit. Just start to relax your back, shoulders, and neck. And we're going to do right away, because we're on our back, a little figure 4 stretch. So your leg is going to be on your knee here. And you're going to grab the top leg, gently bring it in so you get a little stretch right here. And adding that little movement of your hips so that you're releasing the low back. Relax your core here. All that hard work is done. Let's switch leg. Grab the top, Gently bring it in, and then moving your hips around. So I'm not rocking side to side. I'm just lifting one hip towards under my arm, and then the other one. Okay, let's come up to a sitting position. So you're gonna sit however you like. If you want to sit on the chair, that is fine too. You're gonna move your shoulders and hands next to you. You're gonna lift a little behind, relax, rotate, sweeping a little forward. Let's bring them up, relax. Your shoulder, open your palms, gently open. Good. Let's bring your legs in front. So you're gonna think up nice and tall. You're gonna point your feet but not cramping your toes. Keep the upper body nice and tall, slowly going forward. You should feel that right here underneath your legs. And then release. Let's flex your feet, walking your fingertips towards your toes. Again, nice and straight back. If I curve here, I'm going to stretch my back. Now I want you to focus on your hamstrings. So pulling up nice and tall, going forward, and then bring it back. Then you're going to think you got a big ball in front of you. You're going to pull up over the ball and then roll over that ball, bringing your hands towards your feet. Nice stretch into your back this time, more than behind your legs. You still feel it behind your legs. So let's bring it up. You're going to keep one foot flexed, the other foot pointed. The hand is going on the outside of the flexed foot. Hit this end by the back hip. You're going to look over your back shoulder and walk your fingertips down your side. And let's bring it back. Other side, flex, hand by the side of your flex foot, this one here. Pulling up nice and tall, walking those fingers here. You're going to feel that stretch right underneath your knee. And bring it back. Let's bring your legs in and shift your hips. Gentle opening. Don't force it. We're just cooling down. And release. Good. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the workout. This is staying on the YouTube channel, so feel free to repeat next week as well if you'd like. That's it for today. I hope you have a great day and that you can find some ways to enjoy this staying at home time. All right, thanks.